Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. So focusing on me, wasn't Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permit. 6 figures every year.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
26, number 47. 26,
Prescott from the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Prescott yet again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
after the interception. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Silver.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Let's set a tone, fellas, let's set a tone. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Ooh, he's running.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Come on.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The kickoff for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. It's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A carry now for McKissick. Oh, fighting off the defender. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick, 43 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 8-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. in short yardage. Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Prescott's pass.
CeeDee Lamb taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Breaks their line, lining
So
up.
on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
He's taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's McKissick. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Washington.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All right, T, let's
A shotgun snap for Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Washington 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
55, mark, 55.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. First down, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick six, and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Third and long, it's Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Let's get
and
that
now here's
swaggy, y'all.
another
Let's get that
interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Second and 9 now from the 21.
And 9. At the 21-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Prescott yet again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line.
And a Cowboy first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 48-yard Smith on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with Barber. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28. Prescott on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They'll let Elliott try to run it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys 41, Washington 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Washington 7.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.